The song says, this is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is why we celebrate God every day of the week, just not because it's Winning Wednesday, but every day of the week we celebrate God for what he has done, what he is doing. And I thank God for all of you that are logging on. How do y'all like those vocal cords? You know, I'm not a singer, but I try to get a little bit, I try to hold a little tone, Dylan. I try to get a little bit going on. But I want to thank God for each and every one of you. Now, listen, this is the opportunity where you can evangelize. You can start sharing the gospel. Do me this favor, start sharing every person in your contact, invite them on, say, wait a minute, stop what you're doing, wake up, pull on the side of the road, hold up on that cup of coffee because Pastor Calvin got something to share with you this morning on this Winning Wednesday. This is an opportunity where we come to God. We thank God every week, every Wednesday. We call this the Winner's Circle. On this Winning Wednesday, I want to drop you key tips, key nuggets on you to win in every area of your life. And so for those of you who are just logging in, for those of you who are here for the first time, thank God. I want to welcome my Instagram family, want to welcome my YouTube family, want to welcome my Facebook family. Good morning. God bless all of you on today. I am so happy. I was singing this song. This song simply says, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I will be glad and rejoice in it. And I need everybody who is thankful that God allowed you to wake up another day. Come on, just drop me a comment and tell me how your day is going, and thank God for this day. This is a season of thanks. This is a season that we need to celebrate God in everything that we do. So guys, come on, drop me that comment. How are you doing? Are you thankful this morning? Just let me know this. Just drop that comment, say, I am thankful. I am thankful for what God has done, what he is doing, how he has allowed me to see another day. Come on, Facebook. I see you, Sister Diane. But as you're knowing that God has allowed us to see this day, and not only this day, but the days that he's given us, the days that he has promised us. And so I want you to know that as you are here, you are in the best place of your life. You are in position for greatness. Do you understand? I was reading this story about we are designed like bow arrows. And so when you understand what a bow arrow does, that it is this stick with this wire on it, and the more you pull it, the more force that it will release to point the arrow in the direction you need to go. But what happens is that the more you pull it, the further the arrow will go. And this writer says that we are all like arrows, that God now positions us for us to go where we need to go. But the more you're pulled, the more that you will stretch, the further that you will go. So I wanted you to understand this on today, that no matter what you're going through, no matter what area of your life that you're facing, I want to stretch you. I want to know that what you're facing in your life, the more that you're being pulled, is the further that God is elevating you, the further that God is going to position you to go where you need to go. And no matter how it looks, guys, no matter how it feels, I want you to know that God is directing you, and he's going to catapult you. He's going to thrust you, and he's going to push you into levels that you've never even imagined. So when you look at the fact that you are in a place where your now is going to produce your later, it's going to elevate you, it's going to position you for greatness. And that's why I want you all to understand that on this Winning Wednesday, that you're stretching. The season that you're in of your stressing is allowing you to be pushed further. God is just positioning you like that arrow. He wants to catapult, he wants to stretch you and stretch you. He said, can you take it? Can you stand it? Can you deal with this? And people talking about you, people running you down. You don't have enough money. The bills are stacking up. The kids are acting crazy. The husband and wife ain't doing what they need to do. But God said, I'm stretching you. Will you be able to trust me in this season of you being stretched? Will you not give up? Will you not throw in the towel in this season of stretching? Are you going to be stretched, or are you going to be stressed? Hear what I'm telling you? Are you going to be stretched? Are you going to allow God to stretch you? Last night I was preaching this message and I was sharing with the church. I was saying the fact that you are being stretched in a place, God uses our life as a rubber band. And as he is stretching us, the thing that we're telling God is saying, Lord, I have taken enough. I can't go no further. But God said that you are like that rubber band. You're not going to pop. You're not going to break, but you allow me to stretch you. And the more that you allow me to stretch you is the more that I am going to allow you to be, to get out of your comfort zone. The more that I'm going to allow you to go beyond your barriers, your thought process, how you feel. God said, I'm stretching you. In the moment that you're stretching, you say, God, I can't take no more. Let me go back to my comfort zone. Let me go back to what is normal. Let me go back to the uneasiness. Let me go back to what I was stressing out about. No, God said, I'm stretching you because I'm showing you that there is elasticity in you. And you're going to be able to stretch further than you ever believe. I had this rubber band the other day. And I was taking it and I was wrapping around something. And I said, it's not tight enough. And I was scared to wrap it around one more time. I said, well, if I put it a little bit further, it may pop. And I said, oh, what the heck? Let me do it again. And when I pulled it, wrapped it around, it still gave weight and it made what I need to be tighter. And I want you to know God looks at us the same way. He looks at us in a way that I'm stretching you because I know the depth that you have on the inside of you. I'm stretching you because I know that I can push you further than what you can see was in yourself. Today, I want you to realize that you're being stretched in ways that God only knows that he's pushing you to your potential. He is pushing you to your highest point because he knows what's in you. You're sitting there, you're comfortable of where you're at, but God said, I see more inside of you. You're comfortable in the season that you're in, but God said that there's a better season coming for you, and I'm stretching you. So guys, take what you're in now, the season that you're in now, and know that this is your stretching, not stressing. So don't worry about how it looks now. Just know that you're being stretched for greater. And I want to say this, the Bible teaches us in the book of Luke, the 17th chapter, in the 11th verse, you read about the 10 lepers. And Jesus came across these 10 lepers and they said, Master, could we be made whole? Will you heal us? Jesus told the lepers, he said, go show yourself to the priest and you shall be made whole. On their way there, their leprosy was gone. And what happened was the 9 kept going, but one realized, he said, wait a minute, my leprosy is gone. The man that told me to go show myself to the priest and to be cleansed is the one that healed me. He turned around, he gave thanks. In this season of giving thanks, remember that no matter what the majority is doing, thank God for the small things, thank God for the big things. Just as those 10 lepers, they asked Jesus to be healed. Jesus healed them, but 10 went on, but one of the 10 turned around and said, I want to thank you for healing me. But the key to this parable is that one was a Samaritan, and a Samaritan was not an Israel. They were not a part of the chosen family. So it was unlikely for this one to be healed, and this was unlikely for this one to turn around and to give thanks. And I want you to know today that everything that you're facing in your life, everything that you're going to, let's give God thanks. You may be in your leprosy season. You may be in your season of drought. You may be in your season of not having enough, but when you're in that season, still give God thanks. And no matter what you're going through, somebody else is a lot worse off than you are. Somebody else may be stressing a lot more than you're stressing. But the fact of the matter is, we want to give thanks. I want to give thanks for the big. I want to give thanks for the small. The Bible tells us, it says, despise not the day of the small. And the fact that you are dealing with some things in your life that maybe not where you need it to be, maybe not where you want it to be, but you're going to give God thanks. Come on, I need y'all to talk to me. How many of y'all receiving this morning? No matter what you're facing in this season, let's give God thanks. And I want to talk to you. I want to challenge you on today that you're in a position to be stretched, not stressed. You're in a position to win, not to lose. You're in a position to go higher, not to be on the bottom, because God has called us lenders and not borrowers. So in this season, I want you to know that you are in a position to flourish. You're in a position to excel. So these lepers, one turned around and realized, this is why I need to give thanks. Today, I want you to start thanking God for everything that he's done for you. I want you to start thanking God for everything that he's brought you from. I want you to start thanking God in advance. Marvin Sapp wrote the song, we're going to give God praise in advance. I want you to start thanking God for what's coming, because what's coming is better than what's been. If you're walking on this path, if you're walking on this journey, the Bible says the path of the just is like a shining light that shineth more and more to a perfect day. The writer tells us in 2 Peter 3:9, it says that Abraham staggered not at the promises of God. So I want you to know today, don't give up, don't give in, don't throw in the towel, because greater is coming. Don't stagger at what God has allowed you to do. You're at a place in your life that you're feeling the tension, but the tension is only that you're being stretched. You're being stretched, and God is saying, how much can you take? Will you say, let me go, and let me go back into the place that I was? Will you tell God and say, Lord, take me off of this and allow me to be comfortable in the situation that I'm in? And God says, no, I see more. I see more in you. I see more that I have in store for you. So I'm stretching you because I am perfecting you. Your stretching is your perfection. And as you're saying this today, I am being stretched, not stressed, but my stretching is for my perfection. Can y'all say that with me? You're not being stressed, but you're being stretched for your perfection. I'll say it one more time. You're not being stressed, but you're being stretched for your perfection. God sees something in you, children of God, and know this, as on today, that this is what winning is all about. Realizing that you're in a position to win. You're in the best place in your life. Sister Arlette, you understand this, that you're giving God praise. As long as I've known you, you've always been a praiser. And to know that in this season of thanks, for those of you who are getting ready to celebrate Thanksgiving tomorrow, thank God for the little, thank God for the lot, but just thank God. No matter wherever you're at, no matter what you're dealing with, let's give God thanks. And I'm thanking God in advance. I mean, I have a birthday coming up on Friday, and I'm just thanking God, Lord, you will allow me to see another year, so I am thankful. So in the reason of everything that I can say that's bad, in the season of I can complain about this and I can complain about that, I'm thanking God, Lord, thank you for stretching me and allow me not to be stressed. Yes, things are backing up. Yes, things I'm dealing with. But I thank God that you're stretching me for my perfection. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me on this section of Winning Wednesday. And I want y'all talk to me real quick before you go. How many of y'all were blessed with this topic today? Stretched, not stressed. Come on, just drop a comment. Let me know that you are being stretched to your perfection, because God sees something in you. And as he sees something in you, he is preparing you for where he's taking you. Remember that boring arrow. The more that you pull it, the more that God is saying, I am positioning you to go further than you've ever been before. But I got to stretch you. The more that I'm stretching you, the further you're going to go. So guys, when it gets hot in the kitchen, know that, hey, God is cooking up something special. He's stretching you to allow you to go further. You're not stressed. You're just being stretched, because God sees perfection on the inside of you. So, hey, the children are acting crazy. Say, no, I'm just being stretched. The car breaks down. Just say it like this: I'm being stretched. You lose your job. Just say, no, I'm not worried. I'm just being stretched. The husband ain't acting right. Just say, no, it's all right. I'm just being stretched. Wife acting crazy. Just say, she gonna be all right, because God got this. I am being stretched. In the moment that God is stretching you, when you're released like that arrow, you're going to look back at that situation and you're going to be like, wow, look how far God has taken me. Because you're not stressed. You're just being stretched. Guys, I can't wait to see you this Saturday night on the Global Prayer Wall. And remember this, guys, we have been in preparation. If you have not went back on the website. It updated me with your phone number. Go back to the website, guys. Update your information, and put in that text number 813-921-1978, and just text me that information, and I'll be able to drop this, use some weekly updates, some prophetic messages, some prayers that we'll just be able to connect throughout the week. But go to the website, guys, and subscribe. All I need is your name, your phone number, and your email address. That is it. But as we're doing it, text this number, 813-921-1978. And as we're doing this, guys, you're going to get real-time information updates from me, because I'm believing God is bringing us. He's stretching us, but he's bringing us to a point where we can grow together. Guys, I can't wait to see you this Saturday night on the Global Prayer Wall. But remember this, today you're not stressed. You're just being stretched. Guys, I can't wait to see you. Love you. Saturday night, let's pray. And bring somebody on with you. Bring somebody on, share it, and let's say, hey, let's pray together on this Saturday night, because I am believing God that there's a breakthrough going to happen for you on the prayer wall. Saturday night, 8 p.m. Can't wait to see you. Bye-bye.